Good morning, YouTube. Well, no shade. I believe that's the language. I can hardly keep up with all the young people's language, this slang. I believe when you say no shade I don't mean any offense by saying this, and I believe that means I'm being sincere. So I am, but I want to ask this question because this pertains to one of y'all's beloved. So I'm not here to be shading this girl or nothing. But Dineva has been talking about this reality show he was involved with for several months, right? Now, I think it's a little strange that here we are in the world of vlog and blog and basically gossip. But this person can get a get a stint on a national show, TV1, appear on there for a few episodes, and now they're, from what I can tell, not appearing on there anymore, and nobody says anything. I don't think it's disrespectful just to ask what happened. The last thing I heard, so people, I know her people were going to say that I'm being shady. I'm not. But I would like to know what happened, because the reason why, because when I first saw this, he was on that show 2 weeks ago, I said, okay, I should go on there and review that just to support that dude, because he is, first of all, he's black, he's a YouTuber, he's a popular YouTuber, he's one of the originals. You should go in there and support that child just to show you support, right? But I just can't do those shows. Reality shows. I haven't even seen a full episode of The View, so I felt like a little bit of a hypocrite by going there pretend that I'm enjoying the show for that, right? But the news part of it is that apparently Quentin is not on that show anymore. That part I found kind of interesting. So I was going to, let me slow down. So I was going to review the show, just his part in the show, but it was just so much not my thing. And I always said, well, I'll get back to it. And I never did. Whenever 2 weeks later, it's already over. But we don't know that he's necessarily gone. I know the last time I spoke of the person's name, Funky Dineva, Quentin Latham, it was to say that I had heard that this guy, Cordell Stewart, was suing him. So I don't know if it's because of this lawsuit. Is that why he got in trouble with that show? Because it was pretty fast the way they just apparently have removed him. I don't know if he's still on the show or not. Please, in the comments, let me know. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm off base, let me know. I'm sure I would love to know, but I think it's just strange that we don't hear anything about that. I went to his YouTube channel. There's no mention of what happened. His blog, there's no interest on what happened. No story about what happened. You go online and you see this big story. Oh, Funky Dineva got fired from Sister Circle. But then you realize, this was written back in July. So that was a different thing, where I guess they were considering not using him. But as far as I can tell, he's been working on this show for months and months and months. So it was even if they took him out, he would still appear on the shows they had taped, I assume. So it's a curious thing. I think it's how we learn. I mean, if we get sued by somebody on this thing here, does that mean that people are going to pull their support? We won't be able to work? I don't know, but I don't feel real bad about it, brother Latham, because it's kind of what you do. You know, you go in here and you pull apart people's lives, talk about all the things that are going on with them. So why shouldn't we ask a question? So, is Funky Dineva still on that show? Is she still a part of that show? Have they recorded episodes and they've been shelved? Did they go through a whole summer season or fall season of recording episodes with him in him, and then they stopped? Was it associated with this lawsuit or one of her lawsuits? Will he be back on the show? Did they just edited out his part in the shows? I would like to know. Best of luck to him. He's very good at what he does. I'm hoping that he's not going to allow this, because he got a little bit of scandal going on, then to stop making his videos, and then after a while, we make less and less and less, and then pretty soon it's just not important to do it anymore because you have some kind of, you don't want to explain what went on. It'd be easier just to say what happened. I'm on the show. I'm not on the show. It didn't work out. Here's what happened. Or I have a gag order. I can't talk about what happened on the show. That would be. I think we should say something. There's a damn 180-pound gorilla in the middle of the living room, and no one seems to want to say anything about it. So, what happened? I'd be curious to know, and I'm sure other people will be curious to know. They don't want to appear to be, turning on their brother or their sister, whoever they, however they frame him. But it's still a curious story. I just checked on there again. He's not doing the little introduction. So I thought it was great. I mean, I loved it. I said, well, here's an example of somebody coming on YouTube and making a career out of it and going advancing something else. Perhaps it'll happen through other people. Justin Bieber comes to mind. Anyway, brother Quentin Latham, if it's something you want to talk about or just give some closure to, I'm sure it would be greatly appreciated. Just tell us what happened. Okay? All right. So I'm not getting shady. I don't have nothing against that brother. I'm going to get it real clear. I don't have anything against him. I just want to know what happened. And I think it's okay to ask what happened. All right. I'll come back later with something else.